This is the story of Ryu, the strongest hunter on Earth, who dies because he was a single virgin loser. In the previous episode, we saw how after returning from the dungeon, Heavenly Demon and the bodyguard were amazed that Ryu was indeed telling the truth. Heavenly Demon, with his Riz charm, which is enough to make you gay, commanded the bodyguard to behave in front of Ryu. Even if he has to lick Ryu's ass, he has to behave. They have to do everything to be on the good side of Ryu. Only then can they be able to enjoy all the juicy future information from him. The bodyguard agreed. Then we see Ryu meeting Juri to celebrate their survival of the round, and she's flirting with Ryu. Juri thanked Ryu from the bottom, the deepest bottom, of her ass, saying if Ryu didn't tell her about the info on round 4, she would have died. But according to Ryu, she always survived round 4 in his every life. Juri was distressed because she killed someone to survive this round and wondered if she even deserved to live. Seeing this, to cheer her up with a serious face, Ryu explained, "Don't you want your family to be happy? Don't she think about what will happen to her family if she don't survive the round? All she have to think is to survive for her family, even if she have to kill someone." So thinking about her happy father, her mood changed. Guessing that Juri's mood was now all right, and she was feeling better. Ryu wanted to come straight to the point and ask her out. Wanted to share something important with her. Ryu's face turned into a more serious one as he told Juri that he called her today, mainly so that he can share some information about round 5 with her. Juri was shocked to the core, asking, did Ryu had saw the future once again? Ryu told her yes, and round 5 would be the hardest of all rounds. And in this round, every zone in the world will be merged. This surprised Juri. Hearing this, surprised Juri asked, does that mean they will be able to meet each other inside the dungeon? But Ryu quickly said yes, but not in round 5, because they will be teleported very far from each other. And in his vision, he saw they were very far apart, so meeting in round 5 would be impossible. Well, he can't meet Juri. What would he say? Hell, I am Ryu, aka Black Scythe, who just killed 722 people in the previous round. If she found out Ryu is Black Scythe, she might faint in shock. After that, Ryu explained that round 5 is going to be a very tough and dangerous one, and she might not even make it alive from it. But there is only one way to clear this round. Curious, Juri asked, what is it? And Ryu said only one word, Black Scythe. If she wants to survive, she, in all costs, has to find and ask for help from Black Scythe. Surprised, Juri asked Ryu if he's talking about Black Scythe, who is ranked number 1 in the entire world. Ryu confirmed, which confused Juri even more. With a sweet tone, she asked if Ryu is telling her to get Black Scythe's help to clear round 5, and Ryu explained it's not help, but more like cooperation with him. It's like forming a temporary alliance, and that's the only way of surviving round 5, or she will die. Hearing this, Juri got a little worried, and she asked why Black Scythe, a high-level player, a level 30 player, would form an alliance with her, who is such a low-level player and very weak. Ryu explained that Black Scythe will definitely make an alliance with her because of her buff ability. Even after Ryu's assurance, Juri was still worried, thinking it would be great if someone like Black Scythe would help her clear the round, but she worriedly asked if Black Scythe would want to join hands with her just for a mere buff. As she was worriedly explaining all this, Ryu just laughed, thinking it's not just a mere buff. She doesn't realize how miraculous her blessing is. Guys, I thank you all from the bottom of my ass for supporting the channel. Please help us reach 4,000 likes to support the video. Then Ryu explained to Juri not to worry about it, and Black Scythe will definitely cooperate. He's 100% sure, and not just for this round. Black Scythe will be helping her for all the rounds that will be coming too. This made Juri curious, and she started thinking, is Ryu smoking weed? She asked why Ryu is so sure, and Ryu explained because he saw in his vision Juri and Black Scythe working together not just for this round but for many coming rounds too. So he insisted Juri not to worry too much. Hearing this, Juri smiled for a bit, her worry lifted, and with a trembling voice she asked, is Ryu telling the truth? And Ryu said, yes. Hearing this, Juri gave a warm smile, thanking Ryu for telling her such precious information. She really didn't know how she could ever repay him for all the help. Ryu, in return, said, between friends, they don't have to say sorry or repay kindness. Even after Juri insisted on giving Ryu something, she asked Ryu to extend her hand. As Ryu did, Juri used her skill, blessing, and gave her blessing. Ryu's whole body started to glow, and he felt the warmth of Juri's blessing. He gave a warm smile, thinking Juri is a really kind woman, and with a smile that can melt anything. Ryu thanked Juri, which was enough to melt every fiber of Juri's cell. It was too much for her, and she started feeling all tingly all over her body, and her chest started to feel tight. After that, as Ryu reached home, the system notified that all his stats increased by 50%, and as Ryu killed 100 innocent insects, which activated his slaughtering skill, which increased all his stats by 100%. Sitting on the sofa, he thought now that all his stats are increased by 150%, he can get the item he wants. He opened his status window and noticed his luck is at a staggering 84 point, which was insane. He is so lucky at this point that even if he stands in front of a train, the train will start to move backward and not hit him. Ryu took out his low-rank mana stone lottery token and explained normally only 1 or mana crystal will be drawn, but a maximum of 5 can be drawn, and he wondered will he be able to pull all 5 of the mana crystal with 84 luck? Then Ryu started thinking, at a time like this, normal people would pray to God to get good results. Then, with a sinister smile, Ryu said, "Be he and pray?" No, what a joke. That piece of shit God with the angels just kidnapped half of the Earth's population and is making them play a death game. And probably that shitty God is watching this from somewhere. Then Ryu swore in the name of himself, saying he will make sure to reach the final round, and the skills he gained from that God, he will make holy milkshake, drink it, and then will poop in the face of those gods. With that, Ryu opened the low-rank mana stone token, and the system congratulated Ryu for getting 5 lowest rank mana stone. Ryu obtained 2 red low-rank mana stones, 1 yellow, green, and purple. Seeing this, Ryu got surprised, thinking he really didn't expect he would be getting 5 mana crystals. Even though his luck is 84, it was too rare. And though he cursed the gods, he got good results. So from today, he will be cursing gods for doing each and everything. Then Ryu started combining all the low-rank mana crystals and explained that if he combined all the low-rank mana crystals, he would get a higher-rank mana stone. As he did, he indeed received a red mid-level mana crystal. Then he used and placed it onto his assassin's hood percent. He also used the mana stone he got from Achrin, and from combining all the low-rank mana stones to all his equipment, all his luck, agility, and defense increased by 2%. Now Ryu was satisfied with the result he got. He didn't expect these results and thought Juri is really like a good luck charm for him. Then Ryu said it was time to get ready to meet the heavenly demon at the grand party. Then the scene shifted and we see Woonie get bewildered and too shocked to even talk. Panicked, he asked if Ryu was telling the CEO of the company they invented and bought 31% of the shares, is the heir of Osung Group. And while wearing his black coat, Ryu explained, yes, he is. And he also got invited to the party as a future business associate and as a welcome party. Hearing this, Woonie started trembling with nervousness, as Osung is the world's top 10 rich person, and his big bro got invited to his party. Ryu, on the other hand, was making Woonie ready by wearing his clothes, saying family members are also invited. So Woonie also has to go, and not to get too nervous, as his big bro is now a 31% shareholder in that company, so he is 1/3 owner of the company. As Ryu finished dressing, the doorbell startled Wani, and he started shouting they must be here. He really is nervous. Ryu saying to be calm, Wani was still nervous, trying to maintain a calm face. As Ryu opened the door, Wani got surprised as in front of him was the bodyguard. He first bowed down, his head saying hello, and he is here to attend to them. Seeing the bodyguard, Wani got annoyed and clinged to Ryu's shoulder, saying he was the same person who insulted them the other day. But Ryu didn't say anything and just introduced Wani to the bodyguard, saying he is his little brother, Wani. Seeing this, the bodyguard bowed his head and apologized for the other day, and then introduced himself to Wani, saying he is the department head of Heavenly Demon Company, and once again he is very sorry from the bottom of his ass to insult him, and he hopes Wani will forgive him for that day. Wani didn't know what to do, just forgave him, and Ryu watched all this with a satisfying smile. Then the bodyguard said not to get worried, and as an apology, they also prepared a great party and said to follow him. As the scene shifts, we come to the Imperial Hotel. As Ryu and Wani walked towards the inside of the hotel, Wani was extremely nervous because of coming to such a huge place for the first time. Suddenly, the heavenly demon with a warm smile called out to Ryu while telling him that he felt great to see him well and alive. Ryu shook the heavenly demon's hand while he asked if the person standing beside Ryu was his younger brother. Knowing that Wani was nervous, Ryu immediately introduced him to the Heavenly Demon, telling him that he was Wani, his younger brother. The Heavenly Demon introduced himself as Ma Gyeongrak, the president of the Heavenly Demon Consulting. As Wani was nervous to the core, he shook the Heavenly Demon's hand with his left hand. Seeing this, Ryu corrected him, while the bodyguard looked at the brothers in confusion. Then, the Heavenly Demon asked Wani if he was a player in the death game as well. Wani answered timidly, but in a fast tone, that he was not a player. Ryu added that his younger brother was only 14 years old and was thus not eligible for the death game. The Heavenly Demon smiled as he told Wani that it was divine luck that saved him, because to be able to escape the death game by just 1 year was truly enviable. For Ryu, without wasting any more time, the president asked both the brothers to come along with him. He told them that although it was a bit simple, the party was still prepared nonetheless for them. As they entered the dining room, a chef and a maid were ready with bottles of wine to serve them for the great occasion. Delicious food lay down onto the big dining table, ready for the members of the party to enjoy. As the maid took their coats away from the brothers, the younger brother Wani had a golden glitter in his eyes, which came from seeing this much preparation and food for the first time. The president told the brothers that they must be hungry. He added that although there was not much food prepared, they would still be able to have their fill. Hearing that, Wani was in shock to the core, knowing that the president was saying that this huge amount of food was not much. Seeing that, Ryu smiled and called out to his younger brother, telling him to come along with him. As Heavenly Demon told the brothers to eat first, a gate opened with a thud. Hearing that, both the brothers turned around just to see that it was none other than Arin who joined them at the party. She was wearing a jet black beautiful dress with a serious expression on her face. Ryu thought, Heavenly Demon also called Arin? Then both of their eyes met and the episode ends here. Please write your average inter goodbye in the comments. Woo, hoo, waha.